this is my marriage also. I don't understand this, Abby. My husband, before we get to the party, wants to know what time we are leaving the party.
Yes.
I don't know what time we're leaving the party because I don't know how lit the party's gonna be. So I can't decide what time we are leaving. So
You got some fans of that right there.
And then I'm on the dance floor and I'm dancing and I look for him and he's like, and I'm upset. And I'm in the car like, oh.
And enjoy.
But why don't you just leave when you're ready to leave?
Because you don't want to go home by yourself. It's like, make a decision. Do you want to go home with your wife or you want to go home?
Yeah, no, I don't care if they want to leave. I leave when I want to leave.
Yeah, you just leave.
You know, the key to the whole thing, if you want to leave early, tell Manny, get a dog. Because if you have a dog, you say, I have to go, I have to walk the dog.
We have 2 dogs.
That's the key to the whole thing.
Well, say you got to walk the chicken. We'll be right back.
Giuliani said Trump could even shoot James Comey in the Oval Office and still not be prosecuted.
That is not
That's
true.
a scary statement.
That is not true.
But I think
what is this?
You know what? It may be true.
It's really not.
You know what? Nobody knows.
Not. The
Nobody
president cannot pardon himself, everybody.
Well,
I really strongly believe that.
I know you think that.
I know that there are so many legal scholars out there that are saying he can't. Wait a second. I know that there are legal scholars out there that are saying that the president can pardon himself.
They're not saying he can. They say he may.
Be able to. I think they need to go back to law
According
school
to-
because we learned
wait a minute.
really, really early on that the president is not above the law and that the constitutional framers, when they were drafting the Constitution, remember they were rebelling against a monarchy. They were rebelling against a sovereign nation, and they wanted to do everything in their power to make sure that it wasn't a dictatorship.
When you pardon yourself,
He can't pardon himself. Maybe we can put that on
can't pardon himself.
Bernie Sanders.
By the way, I just noticed your hair. You look fabulous today. That
Oh,
hair is
thank you,
stunning.
Abby.
Right?
This is not my work. This is the work of Derek Monroe, who is a hair
very
genius.
sexy. Yes,
So
he is.
thank you.
He's a hair genius.
He is. I mean, he's a master artist.
Does that mean you didn't watch or you didn't like watching?
I did watch the whole
That's
thing.
how
look good,
interesting it was. Sunny's hair is more interesting.
I ate so much cake.
The fact that the NFL doesn't seem to care that much for the 70% of its players that are African American.
So you didn't watch?
And they don't care. No, they don't care for their, they don't care for their well-being, and they seem to not care about a lot of the domestic violence that occurs. Then I read that Travis Scott and the NFL gave $500,000 to our friend Van Jones's social justice forum, but then I felt that the NFL was paying Travis Scott not to protest. And then that felt icky to me. So and then I felt it was, like that
Well,
was.
that's what she thinks.
So the NFL's paying $500,000. So I signed up for the intermediate class. I went, and they sent me back to the beginner class.
Sunny, can I join you?
Yes,
Here we go.
we didn't learn how to swim when we were kids.
I don't know how to swim.
My mother claimed that the public pools had germs and perverts, so I couldn't go swim.
Perverts.
That's what she said. So I couldn't
no
go to the
perverts.
public pool to swim. Thanks, Mom. I don't know. That's what she said. And I believed it.
I didn't know Whoopi and I are the only people that can swim on the
Three
field.
of us at this table are out.
Okay, big deal. You're not a neurophysicist.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna drown if crap goes down, which it might. We're living in Trump's presidency.
Listen, when you say states' rights, this is states' rights. Listen, the states, our state says, well, so is, marijuana laws is federal law. States say, listen, we think it's okay, and we're going to go with this. I believe very strongly.
That's not actually accurate in terms of the federal law
Go
that
ahead.
you're citing.
No. Do you think? Because it's important.
It's very in the weeds, so I don't want to get too in the weeds.
Well,
but
don't get in the weeds. Just tell the point.
It's just not accurate to say that he had more details in his plan when he was running as a candidate than he has now.
Yeah, it's gotta go.
We'll be right back. I mean, can you imagine if this much Hazarai had happened?
What does Hazarai mean?
Mess. A mess
Like a hot mess.
Figure it out.
Conservative. Well, where are these warm-hearted conservatives?
Yeah.
Why don't they speak up?
Some of them have spoken up. A couple of them.
Enough.
Well, Listen, not enough of anybody has spoken up.
That's
Nobody's
true.
saying jack.
The president, 45, because I don't want to say his name now either.
Oh, boy.
That 45 now, I am not a betting person, but I did spend some time in the Justice Department.
No.
And I can, the only thing I can think of is I was
The only thing you can think of?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you'll like this, Whoopi, because you always tell me to stop looking at my phone. And I walked right into a glass door and I knocked myself out.
Oh.
See, and I'm just so troubled by it. I'm
troubled by it?
I am, because
Are my ears bleeding? Yep. We'll be right back.
This is the new world.
Oh, yeah, they basically
right,
pop out of the womb.
I'm gonna try, Jack.
You're gonna try.
Leave you.
Yeah.
She's gonna do it.
I have two
Yeah.
phones, by the way. All right, did you see those pictures? Don't I look like I'm in a swimming pool? I am in the ocean, and people would come by on these boats with lobster. I was like, what? And so,
I know
yeah,
it's
they come
shocking to
by.
people but that's where lobster comes from.
Yeah, I mean, I've done
caveman
that.
diet?
I've done that. I've lost a lot of weight on it.
From where?
Yeah.
I mean,
Your
I
hair?
was heavier before. I was heavier before.
This one, she can't take it when you say you're heavy. It's all that breakfast they put. Very stressful.
I think we should just focus on body positivity and what everyone wants to look like.
Well, you know, she went
Was
away
she just
to
going
the
on The Bachelor
Bachelor's.
and didn't want to tell her mom?
But did she
Well, would
get...
you tell your mom if you were going on The
No.
Bachelor? Okay. No. And you
Rosa
Latina,
Besa would be
she'd be like, you what?
Rosa would be upset with me.
Exactly.
I don't watch The Bachelor normally.
I don't believe that for
but-
one second.
Yeah, no, I told the story before. A guy that I was dating, I was crazy about him. He broke up with me on New Year's Eve because he said he wanted to start the new year off right.
Yeah.
It's a true story. I burst into tears just like that girl. That's why I think it's real.
But you see the difference for you? Is that you're not on television for weeks.
Yeah. It was, I started hating him in that moment, and then it felt so uncomfortable because
And yet you didn't turn it off.
I didn't
What
turn
a
it
shock.
off. So I found this stat. No one from the working class has gotten into politics and gone on to become a governor or a Supreme Court justice or the president. That is unbelievable.
Well, that's not true, because
Unbelievable.
Sotomayor was a working class woman.
Well, they-
They watched that stat.
They may have messed me up on
Yes,
that.
they
because
did.
that's
Why
true.
Whoopi
Yes,
hates
they did.
that.
That's the
Yeah.
worst.
Those people.
I have just 4 close girlfriends, and they never make me feel guilty about anything. Those are 3 of them, and those are my girls. And my other best friend, Kathy. They're my girls. And I loved Jennifer Gardner. Do you know that she keeps chickens, everyone?
I believe it.
Okay.
Do you care, everyone?
Yes! I'm a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha. Today is our Founders Day. That's why I'm wearing a sweatshirt that says 1908.
I thought that was the year you were born for a second.
Yeah, no, 1908 is when we were founded. Today is our Founders Day. We were founded 111 years ago. We're the first black
So do you
sorority
do
that
the
was
scooch?
founded. That was not a great one because my voice is, because maybe I'm petty like that. And but what I was really
wouldn't-
interested in. The interesting thing is, if you're in a room of all these people singing, I remember when I went to college, you know, I'm from the Bronx. I never heard of Sweet Caroline. I never heard that song, and I was in the college.
Really, you never heard of Sweet Caroline?
Never heard that song. Never heard that song.
No, I don't know
Okay,
either.
let me make my point.
In
Let me
any
make my
case.
point.
Yeah,
So
and,
that's
well,
a white.
here's the point you have to make right now, because look
Caroline's
over at
only a
Rob.
white song.
Look
Okay,
over
can
at
I make
Rob.
the point very quickly? Well, can I make the point
Do
very
it really
quickly?
fast.
So, one thing that I wanted to point out is that the
Spit it out, girl.
No, the assessing. I have sweet potato pie in my mouth.